a simple trading concept. So what we're looking at here today is just a very simple concept to keep at the back of your mind when you're trading or putting anything together, and it especially when you're in the thick of things when it comes to trading, just to help you out. And that concept is all about when you bank your profits. So it's a concept about profit taking, generally speaking. Okay, because if you're ever susceptible or prone to want to bank your profits earlier than your designated target, or maybe you use a trailing stop but you still want to just jump out and you're jumping out early, then the risk is that you're going to affect your overall trading performance. So what we could keep in mind is something as simple as this. So if you think about having a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, so for every $1 of risk on a trade, when you have your winners, you're making $2. Okay, so let's take that concept and say, okay, so if you had a 50% win rate, on that basis, you would have 5 winners, 5 losers, and so 5, the winners you're making 2 on, the 5 losers you're losing -1 on. So very quickly we can do the maths and we can say, right, okay, so we're making 10 and then -5 there, so giving us a net 5. Okay. We can actually afford to only have a 40% success rate on this basis, because again, if we have 4 winners out of 10, times 2 gives us 8. Oops. And if we have 6 losers times -1 gives us -6. So it gives us a net 2. Okay, so even with a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, we can afford to have an overall success rate of just around 40%. I say around, it could go marginally lower, but let's call it 40%. So anything above 40% and you will be making money. So again, when you're in a trade and the temptation to book your profits early is there, then just keep this sort of thing in mind, that actually you've got to hold on for your designated winner to be able to pay for the losers, because you're going to have these losers that are going to come along. So always keep that in mind. It's my little top tip for today. Whatever your risk to reward ratio on average is, or what your targets are, or your overall approach to profit management, might be a trading stop basis as well. Just keep it in mind when that urge is there to want to bank a profit just because, I don't know, you've seen a reversal candle or something like that and you think, oh, that's it, I'm going to come out. You can't afford to jump out just because of things like that. You've got to stay with the plan, the game plan, your trading plan, so to speak, and keep reminding yourself of, oh yeah, I have to hold out for these winners when this is a crude example. Let's say you're just targeting 1 to 2 or 1 to 2 risk reward. Then you can't start banking out when it gets to 1 to 1.5, for example, just because you want to bank the profit, because you need that extra profit in order to pay for the losers when they come along as well. Anyway, little tip for you for this week, just to keep at the back of your mind. It's more so about when you're in a trade and you're itching to come out when you're 1.2R risk reward up in profit. To stop yourself from doing that is to keep reminding yourself why you have to hold on. Even if this one does end up rolling over and becoming a loss, that doesn't matter. You've got to be there for the ones that do win. That's my top tip for Wednesday this week. I'll see you at the weekend.